So last session we had, it was very, very, very different. It was me presenting to you, wasn't it? The guys that were here. Today it's completely different. It's a roundtable discussion. It's a meeting, and it is your opportunity to talk, and I want everybody's input. The idea in the conversation is to talk about marketing, lead generation, and everything else that's associated with it, basically to help you make more money. Every single person has got their own shop window. The question is, how do you dress that shop window? And more importantly, what is your product in your shop window? You know, let's say you're walking onto a showroom, onto a forecourt to buy a car. You don't walk in with a printout of your bank statement and go, that's my budget, that's how much I've got. You know, okay, you may have the money, doesn't mean I necessarily need to spend it unless I become emotionally attached to the product. Do you agree with that? All property cycles are up and down. You know, and that's why people get so, I find it interesting, people get so obsessed with, especially in England, what's my house worth? Well, it doesn't really matter if you don't want to sell it, does it? Because ultimately it's a number on paper. That's the idea of this. I want to try and get inside your heads a little bit and try and just bounce these different ideas up. So let's talk about timing. Do you guys think that you could use the power of association? These things, you open up these. That is basically how they're produced in white paper bags. And it is just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And there'll be a cheaper brand out there, perhaps in China or perhaps in India or somewhere else, where the product is pretty much exactly the same. But idiots like me are willing to pay treble the price because it's packaged up. You're your own brand. You're a great guy. People are going to buy into you if you can offer value. They're probably going to remember the property more than they are you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the guy who showed you the villa with the pink bathroom, or a huge swimming pool, or the moldy kitchen, or whatever it may be. But you've got to kind of try and be memorable. You've got to try and differentiate yourself. An average lease here is 7,000 dirhams, 3,500, it's 700 quid. Each deal, 700 quid. And I'm doing 2 or 3 of these a week. And I'm getting addicted to that feeling of success. Recommendations, referrals, brand association. So in terms of real estate, let me ask you guys, what do you think you can do different to increase the chances of you getting referrals? I've said it in so many Sunday morning meetings, haven't I? The longer you do this, the easier it gets. But that's only if you actually do something productive. Montgomery Golf Course. I don't know much about golf, but apparently it's one of the top golf clubs in probably in the world. And we sponsored the 18th hole, which meant that I thought that would mean that by the time all the golfers had got to the 18th hole and you turned up ready to tee off, there was a massive, great big PH placard which was stuck in there. You know, minimum contract of 6 months, so I had to commit myself for 6 months of having this placard, posting the checks. Do you know how many inquiries I got across 6 months for my plaque? None. Literally none. It was a disaster. There are 2 types of brokers in terms of experienced brokers. There are proactive and there are reactive. If you are reactive, you are sitting there crossing your fingers and waiting for leads to come to you. You will be average. I'm not saying you're going to fail, but you'll be average, and you'll always be average if you're going to keep being reactive. Alternatively, be proactive and actually have a game plan. Walk in every day knowing exactly what it is that you want to achieve across the period of that day. He's got a dark, horrible photo as his entry thing. You correctly put it, Cam. He's advertising the fact that it's 2 checks, which isn't particularly exciting. And he's telling me that it's a 3-bedroom when I already know it's a 3-bedroom. Like, give your shop a little bit of class. Absolutely. In your strapline, put something that I don't know. Okay, this one here, Springs 5. I know it's in Springs 5 because it says Springs 5. 1E3B. What is a 1E3B? I don't know that. I've just arrived in Dubai. Guys, who is your audience? Are you renting to real estate brokers or the public? What is a 1E3B? Sounds like some kind of IT code. Use common sense when you're looking at marketing. This one, very good, close to pool. Good, I didn't realize that. You've educated me, now I'm interested, now I'm gonna click. You have to give your marketing thought and be clear and be concise and teach people something that they don't know. When you're looking at your marketing, be different, think outside the box and start thinking like a client, stop thinking like real estate brokers. Do you get it? Clear, sharp, concise communication. Have the best stock at the best time, always, period. And do it for you, not because I tell you to do it. Okay, so we've spoken about the company brand. We've spoken about, you touched on the whole branded agency versus non-branded agency. Good. Good.
Get on this meeting.
Do it.